Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome to Zero Casualty, where it's all good, low stress gaming. Today, we got another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls. Alright, so we got the key to the infamous Blighttown, which everybody hates apparently. I hope you all are ready for it, but first, we gotta talk to a couple people, then we'll get out of here.
How did that old man make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened. You again? There's nothing to speak about, really. Oh, actually, something strange did happen. That crow flew off with somebody in its clutches. I think it was a man curled up in a ball. Stranger things have happened, right? No, maybe not. What now? I'm not up.
And now let's talk to that guy that we saved. You know, the one that was stuck in those barrels. There he is, hiding in this corner. He sells pyromancies. Let's see what he's got in store for us.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy of the Great Swamp, so I can usually manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Unless you find the magic's unsavory. Oh, really? But I'm on the fringe. Yeah, I know. I only wish that I... Oh, hello. I'm pleased to see you. Oh, and if by chance you've had a change of hearts, I'll be pleased to assist you by sharing my spells. Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance. Why, let's get started right now. Pyromancy is the art of casting fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. A pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time. Pyromancy has a, well, rather primitive aspect to it. It meshes poorly with advanced culture, and pyromancers are considered rather unsavory, which is fine, as I never got along with anybody anyway. So, for me, turning undead didn't change a thing. A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body. The flame develops right along with his skill. Oh, sorry. You're a pyromancer yourself. You already know this. A pyromancer's flame is... The flame... Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm glad this guy gave us a second chance. Alright, so now we can upgrade our pyromancy flame, which basically lets us cast pyro spells. It's like upgrading weapons, you know? The higher the number, the more powerful it is. So as long as you have the souls, you can do it. And speaking of which, here are all the spells that you can buy. Man, Iron Flesh. See, I've actually never used Iron Flesh in the past before, but I heard it was really good. Apparently what it does is that it makes you a literal walking tank. I mean, it was really good. You can just imagine how many people use that to cheese bosses, you know? And I guess it was too good, so From Software nerfed it bad. Well, it is what it is. And I got enough souls to just upgrade my pyromancy flame a little bit more, so that's what I'm doing right now. Alright, yeah, alright, so +4, not too bad. Alright, I think that's it.
Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
Alright, so now that we finally have some new pyromancies, let's go to the bonfire over here and start equipping them. And the process of doing that is rather simple. You just need to click on Attune Magic right here. Okay, and so now you have a list of all the pyromancies that you have available. Now you can just equip them. The amount of attunement slots is going to be dependent on your attunement level. So obviously the more you level attunement, the more slots you're going to have available to equip these pyromancies. If you don't have enough slots available, or your attunement is not high enough, then you're going to have to pick and choose. Like in my case, I can only equip like just a few, which is, you know, that's good enough. It's more than enough to get through this early portion of the game. Alright, so the next thing that we need to do is head on over to Andre's because we did get that large ember back at the depths. And it's very important to upgrade our weapons to like plus 10, you know, because the next set of enemies that we're going to be facing along the way from here on out, they're tougher and they hit harder, they have more health, etc, etc. You know, offense is the best defense kind of thing, so you want a stronger weapon. That's not to say that you necessarily have to pick a different weapon, but what it means is that whatever weapon that you're using now, especially if you like it, you'll want to upgrade it so it's more effective. And here we are, so I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright, let's talk to Andre.
Why, that's a fine ember you have there. I could smith some mighty weapons with one of those. Why not lend it to me? Magnificent! You won't be disappointed. I can hardly wait to get started.
Okay, in order to be able to upgrade our weapon, don't go into reinforced weapon because look, as you can see, as you try to scroll all the way around, you're not going to be able to find your weapon because it's temporarily unavailable at the moment. What you actually want to do is you want to choose modify equipment. See, it's right here. Now you can actually bump it up to the next tier per se. Unfortunately, I don't have enough souls to actually do this, so I'm gonna have to like back out of this and actually do some little bit of farming.
I'll be seeing you then. Be careful.
Okay, and so with that, I'm just gonna head on out here. I think we're gonna go kill some stuff at the Dark Root Garden. Alright guys, be right back. Alright, we should have enough souls to be able to do this upgrade over here.
Well, hello again. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything?
Alright, let's go ahead and modify the Zweihander in this case. Alright, now you may have noticed that it requires a large Titanite shard. You should have found at least one while exploring the depths. But from here on out, we're gonna need to use that as like the upgrade material that we will need in order to reinforce our weapons from a +6 to a +10.
I'll be seeing you then. Be careful.
Okay, so now that it's finally taken care of, the last thing is to actually, well, you know what? You have a choice. You can either go back to the Dark Root Garden and farm some of those purple mosses, especially the blooming purple mosses from those tree-like creatures, you know, those enemies. Or you can head back to the Merchant Lady because she sells more of those. You know, whichever works, whichever is more convenient for you. And the reason why you need the purple mosses or the blooming purple mosses is because Blighttown is just filled with toxicity and poison. Fun, right? Yeah. Well, you know, it's not too bad, but in all honesty, I can understand why a lot of people hate this place. Okay, so on that note, I'm gonna head back to the Merchant Lady.
Oh, hello, dearie. You left me high and dry for a while there. I thought maybe you'd forgotten about me. Are you back for more of my moss then? Plenty of it here, freshly peeled, just for you.
Alright, as you can see, I already have a handful, but I'm just gonna stock up on some more since I still have enough souls to spend. And, yeah, you know what? I think that's about it. You know, that looks pretty good. Maybe a couple more homeward bones, maybe. Let's see. What else do we have here? Yeah?
Much obliged. I think I like you.
Okay, so now that you're finally stocked up, you know, you feel ready to go, then let's push on forward. Okay, all you need to do is just head downwards, down through the depths, run past the enemies or kill them, whichever way you want to do it, and then all the way back to where that merchant was. You know, the guy with the eccentric, gaudy, shiny armor. He sells gold pine resins and crystal weapons. You know, those weapons that you'll never use. In that same room where he's at is where the entrance is to Blighttown. Alright, so let's go. Okay, so we are now further into the depths. We just got out of that bonfire nearby. And this big open area here, hopefully this looks familiar to you guys. Alright, see those big doors? Alright, let's talk to this peddler over here.
Hi, Shemai. We meet again.
You don't have to if you don't have enough souls, but I highly recommend just getting all of the gold pine resins that he's got on hand. And yeah, if there's anything else that you want, you can buy it right now.
Thank you. That was a fine trade. I have this funny feeling we'll meet again soon. And we'll make another fine trade, of course.
Alright, Blighttown. Aren't you all excited? Let's do this. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. The first time I played this game, you know, I basically shared the sentiment with everybody. Blighttown is just the worst. It sucks to be here. But now that I played the game enough times, it's not too bad. There are worse places in this game, in my opinion. But, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, Blighttown is one of them, but I don't think it's the worst, in my opinion. Really, it just boils down to being very careful and being very situationally aware with what's coming up. Like this big dude with the club over here. Oh, man. Yeah, this guy hits hard. Oh, okay. You know, he's got enough health on him. Not being able to kill him in one hit. 3 hits seems to be enough. That's good. Good old Zweihander. Alright, let's move on. Yep, welcome to Blighttown. And more of these guys. I mean, yeah, they're not too bad. You know, thankfully they're slow, but that's the thing though. If you do get hit by these guys, look at that. You know, takes a nice chunk of your health. I mean, not too much, but just enough for you to take them seriously. Alright, dung pies. So, yeah, very interesting consumable item. And you might be wondering, well, why would you ever want dung pies in your inventory? And the answer is rather simple. It basically allows you to inflict toxic on enemies. The only thing about it though is that most of the bosses from here on out are immune to toxic. So really the dung pies are better used on trash mobs. Alright, these guys, you know, I mean, I like to do the whole attack tennis with them. I mean, you're gonna notice that with a lot of enemies I do attack tennis with, but usually I do it mostly with guys like these where, you know, they're big, they hit hard, and I would rather just anticipate their attacks and bait them to make the first attack, or to make the first move before I follow it up with my own. But I mean, it really boils down to your weapon and your overall playstyle, because I know some people prefer to be more aggressive, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. So, you know, whatever works for you, you know. Oh my god, these guys. On their own, they're not too bad, but when there's like a number of them, like right now, you know, they can be a little bit annoying. And yeah, they're very aggressive. I mean, they will, as you can see, they will run towards you. They will run after you. Okay, moving on. Yeah, this place is very confusing. You know, just the overall layout and design. I mean, it's interesting the way they designed it, you know, from software, but again, it can get really confusing, especially if you're the type of person that easily loses your own bearings, you know. So just you know, be mindful of where you are and what you're doing, and you know, because you can get lost here. Overall, it's not too bad, but I mean, I can understand upon playing for the first time that you might get lost in this area. You know, it doesn't help that this whole thing is just one massive scaffolding, you know. Everything is just ever so slightly being held up together by like pieces of wood and ropes. So yeah, you know, just be careful and you know, just take your time and definitely like kill these enemies. Sometimes it's better to lure them out. Oh, and yeah, these guys, oh my goodness. Yeah, you just saw what happened right there, right? Yeah, toxic. So now you gotta consume a blooming purple moss. You know, it's really, oh my gosh. Okay, get out of there. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's really up to you whether or not you want to wait it out for a little bit. But I don't know, in my personal opinion, toxic versus poison, I'd rather get rid of toxic as soon as possible. I just feel like it's such a more damaging debuff compared to poison. And these guys, I mean, look what's happening here, folks. I mean, you know, just have you deal with 2 of them at the same time, you know, can be pretty dangerous. So again, you know, be careful. Alright, so let's do this again. You know, where's that blooming purple moss clump? Here we are. So use that. Oh my goodness, that's close. That is close. Would have died there. Would have died there. Yeah, so let me put in the blooming purple mosses here in this hotkey of mine. So that way I can just like scroll through it and I don't have to like actually open up the full inventory menu. In retrospect, I should have done that earlier. I totally forgot to put the blooming purple moss clumps on there. Alright guys, so over here... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Before I say that, let me just kill this one dude who rudely interrupted us. Okay, anyway. So here we are. You may have caught a glimpse of that item that was down over there. You can grab that if you want. It's a weapon. It's a dexterity weapon, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not really even sure if I should grab it because I'm not going to be a dexterity build. But it does require some really good timing on your part to jump off over the ledge and land on it so you can grab that item. Alright, let's wiggle for a bit. Alright, okay. So, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. I just wanted to kill everything that was around this area to make sure that there were no more interruptions. Okay, so as I was saying, all you need to do is run up and jump over this like ledge over here, and if you do it right, you should land on top of that thing, on that platform, so you can grab that item. Easier said than done, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to do this on my first try, but we'll see. Here we go. Alright, just back up, give myself some room so I can do this sprint properly. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that was a fail. That is not what you want to happen. Alright, let's try this again. Second time's the charm, right? Alright, let's do it. Oh, that was close. Good, but good. Here we go. Hopefully this weapon is worth it for you guys, especially if you're dexterity builds. I mean, I think the Uchi Katana is a little bit better from my understanding, but this one is just as good. You know, it really boils down to movesets, I think. And as you can see, there's an unlit bonfire over there. Yeah, let's go light it up. Just drop down below and, you know, just head on forwards. Boom, lit. Okay. Alright, so now that we have a bonfire lit up, it should be safe, quote unquote, to die and be able to respawn in this area again. You know, we don't have to go as far back as we did earlier. You know, back at like the depths. So here we go, and as usual, make sure you're kindling these bonfires. So if you're not in human form, you know, consume a humanity, revert to human form, and then kindle the bonfire. You want as many SS flasks as you can in this area. And if you want, you can also do a gear check, you know, repair your gear if you need to. Shouldn't be too expensive, so that's good. And you can level up as well if you have enough souls to be able to level up. I don't. At least I don't think I do. So I'm just gonna hold off and wait till I have enough souls to be able to level up. And yeah, let's press on. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just checking around to see if there's anything that's lurking behind. Because there usually is. Oh man, it looks like there's more dogs. Oh, and there's that guy as well. Oh, look at him go. Alright. Yeah, these guys, these little dogs, I mean, they might be tiny, you know, they may not look fearsome, but man, they can stun lock you. Yeah, be careful with these guys. Okay, moving on. There he is. I had a feeling there was more than just one. Oh yeah, and there's these blow dart guys. Yeah, they suck, man. I mean, it's like, you know, if you get hit by those blow darts, like 2 or 3 of those, you immediately get toxic, you know? And as you probably already know, toxic is one of the worst debuffs. And look at this guy climbing the ladder. Ow. Rude. Okay. Alright, let's get on up here. Let's see what's up. Because I know there's a lot of things around here. Yeah, so by the way, guys, you may have noticed that there's like a lot of items scattered about. I am not going to try to grab every single one of them. I mean, to be honest with you, not all of them are all that like important anyway. But, you know, from here on out, feel free to take your time and explore and grab whatever it is that you think you want to grab. I'm gonna try to grab as many as I can, and there are very specific items that I think are worth grabbing, but, or like in this case, it's just like along the way, even though it's not really all that important. But oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I thought I just died there. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. These guys can kill me. So let me. All right. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Whew. Yeah, so just a bit of a heads up, guys. I have a feeling already. I know that I'm gonna die a lot in this place, okay? Even before we even get to the boss, I can tell I'm gonna be dying a lot here. So, you know, please don't mind me. Yeah, it is what it is. It's Blighttown. And yeah, I'm crossing this precariously looking bridge that is swaying back and forth, and it's rather disorienting, and if you're not careful, you would easily fall off this thing. Yeah, just slowly make your way past it. And of course, more enemies to greet us. Boom, dead. And yeah, so I was saying earlier about items. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember all of the locations of every single specific item that's worth getting here. So in a way, I am kind of like sort of blindly just exploring this area right now, just grabbing whatever I can. You know, and you know, just hoping for the best that I'll get something that's like worth getting. But you know, so again, my apologies, guys. Like, you know, Blighttown's not exactly my favorite place to be in, and it's also rather confusing, and I haven't like explored this area often enough to really just kind of remember exactly where things are at. But you know, that being said, I had mentioned like in the very first episode that this wasn't gonna be like some kind of 100% walkthrough or anything. You know, I still want you guys to be able to explore and discover things on your own. So I'm not going to try to spoil everything, you know, whether it was intentional or not. So yeah, you know, again, just take your time, you know, and it shouldn't be too bad because you already did rest up at that bonfire that we passed by. You know, unfortunately, that does mean that you're going to have to kill enemies again along the way. But, you know, at least it's not like you have to make the trek all the way back here to Blighttown. So it's not too bad. And you know, these guys, you know, they do drop some, you know, nice amount of souls, you know, relative to your current level right now. Oh god, you see that thing right there off the distance? The thing with the tentacles and that was like squiggly and all that? Yeah, we're gonna need to kill that at some point. I know there's a way to get behind it, but again, I don't remember exactly how to get there. But, well, you know, let's see if we can just, like, yeah, there's really no other way to get there right now. Oops. Okay. Well, you know, Alright, it is what it is. We're already dropped down. So, alright, let's just make our way through. Another soul of a proud knight. And then there's that enemy coming up, so let's kill it. Okay, so I know this tentacle thing's right behind us here, so maybe it's close enough for us to target it, you know, to lock onto it. And if we can't, okay, look, yep, there we go. Okay, so I wonder, maybe we could kill it with pyromancies, you know, toss a fireball or something, or fire orb. Okay, I can't tell if that did anything actually, to be honest with you. You know, I see the impact, but I can't see the health going down or anything. Yeah, I'm not... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, these guys. Okay, that just, like, just slowly stuck up on us. Okay, alright. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to hurt that boss, or not boss, but, like, whatever that creature is from this, you know, distance that we're at right now. So we're gonna have to keep working our way down, or, you know, close to it. So, oh, okay, here we go. There's some enemies, and there's a ladder there that we can safely climb down to. Alright, let's get rid of these guys. Whoops. Accidentally one-handed that. Yeah. Again, I don't have the stats to properly one-hand the Zweihander. So what ends up happening is that not only are my swings really slow if I one-hand it, but my attacks just simply bounce off of the enemies, you know, doing barely if any damage to them. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind if you're wielding like heavy weapons and you don't have, you know, the stats for it. Okay, here we are. This is not exactly the safe spot to be fighting this thing, but you know, it is an option to attack that thing from this area. Okay, and you know, kill this guy obviously because he's gonna be a problem. Whoops, missed. There we go. Oh, and there's this little guy over here. Okay. Come on. Alright. This should be it. Okay, so just looking around, see if there's anything that I may have missed. Nope, doesn't look like it. So let's keep on moving forward. It's kind of weird how like the colors just changed all of a sudden, you know, from red to this green. There's a fog door over there. Alright. So let's carefully make our way around here and see if there's anything. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything worth getting around this area here. Oh, whoa. Okay, there's a ladder here. I mean, I guess we could climb it. But I'm just seeing if there's anything off the distance. And it doesn't seem like there's any other items. So let's try to see it. If we see if we can climb down. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was climbable. But if it was, there should have been a prompt. And didn't look like there was, so I'm not even gonna try to risk that. You know, that looked like a new player trap right there. I mean, again, I could be wrong, but you know what? Since we're already here, let me see if I can just kill that like tentacle thing right here. You know, again, since we're already here, I'm not sure what this thing actually does. If it can actually hurt me from this like position, but well, you know, I guess we're gonna find out. Let's try to see if I can attack it. Whoops. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Looks like it'll try to stomp you with its legs, but I guess that didn't matter because I was able to kill it in 2 hits. Yeah, man. Good old Zweihander. Okay, you see that tunnel right there? See, if there was a way to get down here, then we would be able to kill this thing from behind it. Okay, look. Pyromancy. Power within. Okay, there you go. So, I mean, I heard it's a very good buff, you know, for pyromancers. I've never used it because I've never really played a pyromancy class before. So this is going to be interesting. You know, I'm really curious how good that thing is. But yeah, you guys who've actually used it before, you know, let me know. Is it any good? Is there a specific use for it, you know? Okay, so as you can see, we're back here. I'm just going to climb down this scaffolding and try to see if I can enter this fog door. Alright, cool. Can. Alright, let's go through it. Let's see what's up. Okay, and alright, just more of this stuff here. Alright, there's a ladder over here. Let's just climb down. Alright, some more ladders. And another tunnel. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Let's go through it. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, this looks like a death trap. Yeah, I don't know if we should go. Oh my god. Yep. First world problems. Okay, just looking around and I can see my blood stain is down there, so I feel like I'm gonna have to just drop down and grab these things. Okay. Oop, okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, wow, a whip. I mean, I hear that it's pretty useless, you know, all things considering, but you know, I'm sure there's a player out there that's made it work for them. Okay, here we go. Here's my blood stain. It's okay. Because I had a lot of souls before I died, so, you know, I really wanted to grab it, make sure that I didn't lose them, you know? Okay, I'm not sure if we've been here before, but let's just, you know, press on forward. Because, oh, you know what? Actually, we have been. I think we have been here. Yeah, this is literally where we decided to just go into that little, like, tunnel instead of, like, pressing forward here. Yeah, these, like, giant mosquito things. Yeah, they're, oh my god, they are nasty. Thankfully, they're not too tough, but you know, they could still hit hard, or yeah, they just, ugh, yeah, I don't like these things. Yeah, good old Blighttown. I mean, you know, again, all things considering, it's not the worst place in this game, in my personal opinion, but I can personally, you know, attest to why it might not be the favorite for many players. I know it certainly wasn't the first time I got here, and ow, those blow dart guys. See, you know, there's just a lot of like annoying things in this area that, you know, adds to the challenge, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. Okay, we should be able to just drop down here, you know, go further down this area, and yeah, let's kill this guy. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I don't even care. Let's just kill him. Alright, there we go. It'd be nice if it dropped blooming purple moss clumps. Okay, I spot an item over there. I hope it is what I think it is. Let's try to, you know, let's try to pick it up. Oh, nice. It's the Wanderer set. Okay, guys, so, you know, a while back I had mentioned that there was a... Oh, hold on. You know what? Let me kill these guys first. Alright, just gonna swing. Kill them. There we go. Dead. It's kind of weird how they just, like, literally go through the platforms. It's like they're ghosts or something. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying earlier, before I got rudely interrupted there, yeah, earlier on in the game, or I should say this, like, Let's Play, I had mentioned that I wanted a specific armor set, and this is it, the Wanderer set. Now, granted, you know, if I had started off as a Wanderer class, I would have had this already from the get-go, but I just personally felt that the Pyromancer class was a lot more effective starting out, you know, as a starting class, you know, just to have that ability to use pyromancies early on. So that's why I opted for that class instead of the Wanderer class. I mean, I don't know. I personally like it. You know, everybody's tastes in Fashion Souls are gonna be different, but you know, this is one of those armor sets that I actually happen to like, and so I'm glad that I finally got it. I mean, it may not have the best defenses, but to quote one of my best friends, if you look good, you play good. Alright, my apologies, folks. I had to take care of some IRL stuff. And it looks like the enemies have respawned, so, yeah, I guess we'll have to take care of them. And they're not too bad, but, you know, they just, I don't know, they just look nasty. I mean, I don't remember exactly what they do. I mean, I think they breathe fire attacks from their mouths or something. But, you know, I'd rather just kill them before they get to do anything. And these guys, I swear, like, look at that. They just ever so slowly, like, float their way up here. But, like, they go through the platforms. They go through, like, the objects. It's as if they don't have any like actual physical hitbox or something, you know. I mean, obviously this was designed intentionally by the developers, but it just looks so weird. It's so real, you know. Like it doesn't make sense. Anyway, climbing down this ladder, or sliding down rather. Okay, so what else is around here? Okay, nothing. All right, let's move on forward. Okay, and more of these guys. You know, I'm glad that I can kill them in like 1 or 2 hits, because honestly, they look like they would be a problem. Okay, so we're going further deep down below the, you know, this Blighttown, and as you can see, like there's a swampy area over there. I hope you still have the rusted iron ring on, because if you don't, you may want to equip it as soon as possible. Because first and foremost, the swampy area does slow you down if you do not have the rusted iron ring on, so it'll be a slog to get through. And then to make matters worse, it's poisonous, so you really want to be traversing this area as fast as possible. Now don't mind me, I'm just, you know, killing things along the way. It's because I know they're going to be chasing after me and they're going to be a problem eventually. So, yeah, there's just more stuff around here that I need to kill. Get these guys. Okay, so, yep. I am. See that? You guys see that? See how quickly that bar started to fill up right there? Yeah. I mean, obviously, if you have better gear, you know, specifically gear that reduces the poison buildup, it may not go as fast, but I can guarantee you it's gonna fill up regardless. So, you know, hopefully by this point you have collected enough purple moss clumps. I mean, you don't have to consume it every single time you get poisoned. I mean, look at me. I'm just like, you know, slowly like letting it trickle down for a bit. You know, it's like I can gauge whether or not I need to heal up right away. And as long as you're being careful and mindful about what's happening, again, you don't necessarily have to like cure yourself of the poison just yet. It's not like toxic where, you know, it really drains your health quickly, you know, over time. So I'm not that too concerned about poison right now. However, if you are poisoned and you're getting hit a lot by these things, you know, you may wanna heal up as soon as possible. You know, again, it's your judgment. All right, enter this little like room here, and there's a bonfire. So light it up. Boom. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna be kindling this bonfire eventually. I just wanna go grab something that I missed along the way, because I think I saw an item that was right here. Yep, yeah, there it is. So let me just pick this up, and then I'll go ahead and kindle. Oh, really? It was just a large soul. Okay. It wasn't even that important. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, you know, every little bit helps, right? I mean, they're pretty much freebies, but, you know, it's not like a gear item or something like that where you're gonna be like, oh, wow, you know, I could really use this. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so the usual, you know, reverse your hollowing. So if you don't have 2 of those humanities already on hand, you know, you gotta consume those 2. So like I said, reverse the hollowing, then go ahead and hit kindle. There we go. It's always comforting to see the maximum amount of SS flasks on hand, you know. Alright, so I'm just gonna proceed forward here. I mean, there's really nothing over here other than a treasure chest, if I recall correctly. Alright, so there it is. I'm just gonna look around if there's anything else that I probably would have missed. Nope, nothing. Alright, so just drop down, you know, pick up this item that's inside this chest over here. And let's see what we got. A dragon scale. Alright, it's an upgrade material. I mean, I'm not going to be using it because for my particular build, I'm not using any dragon weapons. But at least we got one now, just in case, you know. I mean, better to have something than not. Okay, so now that's settled, let's head on out, you know, out of this, like, tunnel. And let's proceed forward. So the good news is that we got a boss coming up soon. So, you know, I mean, I'm sure many of y'all have been itching for a boss fight, right? I know I am. You know, that's the funny thing about these Dark Souls games, you know. I mean, oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Speaking of boss fights, we got an NPC invader here. Maneater Mildred. Here we go. I mean, look at this lady. Yeah, she's pretty cool. I like her. Yeah. Okay, so obviously the best thing to do here would be to lure her out of that swampy area, you know, so we don't have to deal with the poison and we don't have to deal with too many enemies that are eager to join in on the fight. Let's make this a proper duel between two warriors. Boom. Dead. Okay, so that's pretty cool. You know, we were able to defeat Maneater Mildred, and that means that in the next boss fight, as long as we're human, we should be able to see her summon sign, and that we can summon her for the next boss fight. And as you saw, she dropped the butcher knife. I mean, it's okay. It's not too bad. It's really not the best, but you know, some people can make it work. So now, actually, that also reminds me. You know, back at the depths in the last episode, I just realized that we totally missed out on an NPC invader. I believe his name is Kirk. Yeah, like the Knight of Thorns, Kirk, or something like that. Yeah, I see what happened was when we went to the area with the basilisks, we were supposed to be in human form, and then he would invade. But unfortunately, by that point, we weren't in human form. So we just, you know, went through that entire area without encountering him. So that's unfortunate. You know, we kind of missed out on some good stuff, I guess. I mean, the good news is that for my particular build, I don't really need any of the things that he would have dropped. But, you know, I'm pretty sure it would have been maybe useful for somebody out there. Hopefully you guys were lucky enough to run into him, you know, that you actually were able to maintain your human form, and that you actually did manage to encounter him and beat him. But yeah, unfortunately on this particular playthrough, this Let's Play, I screwed that up. So, you know, I missed my chance, and unfortunately because we killed the Gaping Dragon, that definitely means that, you know, it's done. It's over. I can't encounter him anymore. Okay, anyway, as I've been talking, yeah, I've been running up this hill over here. So, you know, just go down this tunnel. Quelaag's domain, Quelaag. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna say Quelaag. I don't know if that's really exactly how you pronounce her name, but yeah. So, yeah, here we go. Boss fight's coming up real soon. So again, if you're still in human form, you should be able to summon Maneater Mildred after defeating her. See, right there, you see that summon sign. I'm not gonna do it, but if you need help, there she is. You can summon her. Now beyond this fog door is the boss, or an amazing chest. Who knows? Let's find out. I mean, at this point, why not both? Alright guys, don't get distracted by her because this boss, she can hit hard. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is go to the side over here and attack because that's her weak spot. And notice how she spews lava out in front of her. Yeah, it allows you to avoid that attack. And notice how it lingers too. Yeah, you do not want to get surrounded by that, otherwise, you know, that'll be like no bueno. Okay, other than that, you know, she does like these 3 sword swipe attacks, which I'm getting hit by right now. But, you know, she's not too difficult, and, you know, you guys can definitely do this. You know, just keep at it. Now, her 3 sword swipe attacks, there's like a certain rhythm to it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that third one, you probably don't even need to dodge it if you're far enough, but you definitely need to dodge those first 2. But you want to like time those dodges as I demonstrated, because as you see, if you're panic rolling like I was just right now, you're gonna get hit. I mean, it does take a little bit of getting used to, and it doesn't help that she's spewing this like lava thing. But I mean, again, I know you guys can do this. You know, you got it. Stay strong, stay focused. By the way, when you're dodging, dodge to her left, or in other words, dodge to your right, because that seems to be the safe direction. Otherwise, I think you're gonna get hit if you dodge the other way. And it seems like hitting her sides and probably even her back are the safest spots. So yeah, I mean, from this point on, it's pretty much, you know, rinse and repeat. Oh, oh wow. Yeah, I totally forgot about that explosion attack of hers. It's always difficult for me to, like, gauge when she's about to do it, you know? Like, I mean, I believe the cue or the tell is when her body, her upper body, the human part of it, like, goes limp, as if she's just collapsed. Yeah, it's like, in the chaos of things, sometimes I just don't see it, you know? But, I mean, I guess that means they should probably pay attention to the upper portion of her body, you know, the human portion of it. Which, I guess for some people, they don't mind at all. I mean, it sure beats looking at this, like, tarantula-looking thing. Oh god, nope. See, that's what happens, guys. That's what happens when you're not focused. You know, you get blasted away. Yeah, so the NPC summon, Maneater Mildred, she really helps with this fight. But if you don't feel like summoning, apparently you can tease this boss by, you know, pelting her with arrows from afar in an area where she can't reach you. So there is that option if you want to look online to see how to pull that off. Oh, yep, there you go. See that? See what happened there, guys? Either I dodged too early or dodging to the left is just a lot more dangerous, so I wouldn't recommend it. But the good news is that we're almost there. Like, you know, just a few more hits and she'll be dead. You guys got this. Don't lose it, alright? Just one more hit. Boom. Dead. And there we go. Another boss down. Congratulations. Okay, so I forgot to mention this to you guys, you know, especially for your brand new players out there. You guys are probably wondering, what do you do with the boss souls? Okay, so we defeated Quelaag and we just got Soul of Quelaag, right? Yeah, you do not want to consume those like you would with any other, like, soul, right? Because first off, they don't really give you a lot of souls. I mean, over time, you're gonna be able to find farming spots where you can easily gather souls. And just by regularly exploring and killing enemies, you're gonna get souls anyway. So you don't want to use those boss souls for that. And I think I went the wrong way. Whoops. Turn around. My bad. My bad. Anywho, those boss souls, they give you gear if you trade them. Like, some of them are really good weapons, basically. Like in the case with Quelaag, she can either give you the Fury Sword or the Chaos Blade. Both weapons are really good from my understanding. I've never used them, but people swear by them, right? Yeah, just make sure that you have the actual build or stats that are gonna fully take advantage of those two weapons' capabilities. So yeah, just basically don't consume the boss souls. You want to trade them in for weapons. Now, even if you're not going to be using those weapons for your particular build or playthrough, just keep them on hand, because you never know if you're ever going to want or need to use them. Okay guys, so here's this room with a lever. Now, you're probably wondering, what's this? Well, it's the lever to ring the bell. The second bell. After all this time, finally. Okay, so in doing so, the game is telling us that now those massive gates have opened in front of that fortress, and that should be the next place that we should be heading to, right? But for now, while we're here, let's just scroll downwards here, see what's up. This actually takes us to another place called Lost Izalith, but we don't need to explore that just yet. It's actually a place that's meant to be explored later on when you're a higher level, and yeah, there's really no need to be down here for now. And I just realized I am going the wrong way. Yeah, so in this little room right here, there's an illusory wall. Nope. Okay, I think it's the one to the left here. Yep, here it is. Yeah, you can just roll into it. See how that just magically disappeared? Yeah, talk to this guy, don't hit him. He's a friendly. It doesn't look too good though.
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant?
Just say yes to this question.
no eggs. Ah, no matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
And so with that, we can now safely enter this room. And we can actually access that bonfire that you see up ahead. Okay, now that he's moved out of that, let's go in. Alright, so you can see that there's this lady over here that looks a lot like Quelaag. Oh right, I forgot to tell you guys, when I created my character, the starting gift I picked was Old Witch's Ring. I need to equip that because it's the only way for me to be able to communicate with her. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the rusted iron ring for now. And so she should be able to talk properly now. Alright, let's interact with her. Hit talk.
Quelaag, my dear sister. Quelaag, what is it? Quelaag, my dear sister. The eggs, it hurts. They've gone still. I am afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry, dear sister. I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister. But promise me that you will take care of yourself. I'll be fine. I have you, dear sister. But that you enter a covenant again. Of course. Let me try.
Alright, so for my build, I'm gonna join this covenant. So I'm gonna hit yes. I mean, you don't have to, but you may as well, especially if you're achievement hunting. And there we go, I learned a new pyromancy spell. Okay, cool. And notice there's a new option that says offer humanity. We'll deal with that eventually.
I'll be but that goodbye, Quelaag. Do be safe.
Man, in a way, I feel bad for this lady. Anyway, yeah, now's a good time to rest up with this bonfire. You know, kindle it and all that good stuff. Oh wait, yeah, we can't kindle this particular bonfire. Whoops. It's okay. We got the full amount of SS flasks anyway, so it's all good. We're good. Yeah, just do some gear check, you know, repair if you need to. Especially after everything that we've been doing so far, you may want to repair if you haven't been repairing all this time. Let's see, what else do we need to do here? Yeah, you know, you can reinforce your weapon if you can. I don't think I should be able to do it right now. Let me just check. Yeah, I don't... Oh, wait. No, actually I can. Never mind. I take that back. I happen to have one extra large Titanite shard. So I brought it up to a +7. Sweet. Alright, good. Alright guys, I think now's a good time to call it a day. Hopefully you enjoyed that boss fight against Quelaag. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Let's Play Dark Souls. Please look forward to the next episode. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Alright, cool. See ya.